It's the diary of a tired black man. It's the diary of a tired black.
Hey, peace, guys. So it's being reported that a wife who had been jailed for plotting an ISIS-style terror attack in Birmingham, UK, with her husband could be released earlier than anticipated. Now, this comes reported on Talk TV, and it says wife who was jailed for plotting an ISIS-style terror attack in Birmingham with her jihadi husband could be released early. And here we see a picture of her, and it says wife who fantasized about beheading Katie Hopkins could be soon to be released. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As I said, this comes from Talk TV News. Tuesday, December the 13th. This came in last week and is currently making its rounds, with a lot of people voicing their upset within the British public. And Madihah Taheer, who was only 28 years old, says she could be released early from a 10-year prison sentence which she received for helping her husband plan a terror attack which subsequently failed. So Taheer, who was then 22 at the time, purchased combat knives for her husband, Ummar Mizra, who plotted to use them in 2017 in terror attacks across Birmingham and the West Midlands. Now, here's the crazy thing: we have to hear about all these terror attacks and terrorism. I want to see who will come out from this community and group and condemn these individuals and these actions. So he said Mizra had drawn up a list of civilian and military targets to strike, including a synagogue and army barracks. And his wife, who's due for a parole hearing, they say could be released from prison as early as the new year. What do you guys think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We have all heard of the polarizing case of Shamima Begum, who was an ISIS bride who flew out, I believe, to Syria. And there was a lot of hoopla on whether she should be accepted back into the UK. But this is something that was going to be happening domestically within the UK. So I believe that this lady, Madihah Taheer in question, consequently would still be in the UK. So it says at a parole hearing there will be a complex panel, and they will have to consider the role she played and her dedication to ISIS, the Islamic State. And we see a picture of her, and I believe these are some old pictures of her. Told you I was a shotter, posing, I believe, looks like with some kind of firearm. And yeah, guys, so she was caught after text messages were found speaking about killing people and having the list. Thankfully, this was a foiled terror attack and it didn't go down. I can't really see anything as per this report what happened to her husband, but he says he wanted to, commit these acts of terror, and she was behind him at the time. And there was a lot of footage and media that was shared of the two of them, and it says including footage of them both attacking a dummy, as well as images of them both threateningly aiming paintball guns to camera. So I guess that was probably a paintball gun in that picture, perhaps, as opposed to it being a firearm. And it said they posted and circulated a lot of ISIS propaganda. And at the time of her husband's arrest, she was 7 months pregnant, and she denied any involvement, but was later found guilty on the preparation of terrorist acts because she bought the knife for her husband. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think it was purely a case of error, that she just bought a knife? Maybe she didn't know what was happening. Do you think she served coming up to 8 years? That's enough? What do you guys think? Let me know the thoughts in the comments. I mean, this comes at a time where we're seeing huge spikes of terror around the world. We're seeing claims of Islamophobia from Muslims. We see wars and, pestilence happening all around the world. Not to put the blame on anybody, but it's just very interesting. We see Christian preachers like Hatun Tash with murder plots on them. We've seen the stabbing of Salman Rushdie. So we know there's a lot of fear from people to even criticize or speak out against, anybody from the Islamic faith. Even the stuff that we're doing now, even doing these reports, we put ourselves at a high risk, even just doing it. And we ain't slandering anybody, but we know that there is huge groups out there who feel some type of way just even about them being reported on or spoken on. But we have no allegiance to any kind of group. Our dedication is the truth, getting the information out there, disseminating things that are happening locally and globally, worldwide, across the diaspora and in the world, seeing how things affect us. And this is definitely something that's been affecting the world, not just domestically in the UK, but globally, having its implications. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
It's the diary of a tired black man.